Join me as I take on the challenge of tackling anxiety head-on and discovering what it really means to be manly in tough times. Anxiety in men is a topic that's often swept under the rug, but it's essential we address it. We need to recognize that mental health is just as important as physical health, and that seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Many men struggle with anxiety, but we often don't talk about it. We're conditioned to be tough, to be strong, and to never show vulnerability. But bottling up our emotions can lead to feelings of isolation, loneliness, and even depression. We need to break free from these outdated notions and start discussing our mental health openly. The biggest challenge men face when it comes to managing anxiety is the stigma surrounding mental health discussions. We're often taught that expressing emotions is unmanly and that we need to suck it up and get on with it. But this approach only leads to more harm. We need to recognize that anxiety is a normal part of life, and that seeking help is a sign of courage, not weakness. We need to start paying attention to the subtle signs of anxiety, such as increased heart rate, sweating, and feelings of unease. These physical symptoms can be overwhelming, but they're also a cry for help. By acknowledging them, we can start taking small steps towards recovery. One of the most effective ways to cope with anxiety is through mindfulness. It's about being present in the moment, focusing on your breath, and letting go of worries about the future or regrets about the past. You can practice mindfulness through meditation, yoga, or simply taking a few deep breaths when you feel anxious. Physical activity is another powerful tool in managing anxiety. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. It also provides a healthy distraction from our worries and helps us focus on the present moment. Whether it's going for a run, lifting weights, or playing a sport, physical activity can be a great way to shift our attention away from anxiety. Seeking support is also crucial. Talking to a therapist, joining a support group, or confiding in a trusted friend or family member can make all the difference. It's about recognizing that you're not alone and that there are people who care about you. I remember a time when I was struggling with anxiety, and it felt like the whole world was against me. I was lost, I was scared, and I didn't know what to do. But then I started talking to people about my struggles, and I realized that I wasn't alone. I started practicing mindfulness, exercising regularly, and seeking support from loved ones. It wasn't easy, but slowly I started to feel better. I recall one particular moment when I was feeling overwhelmed, and a friend asked me if I was okay. I broke down and told him about my struggles, and he listened without judgment. In that moment, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders, and I realized that I didn't have to face my anxiety alone. Looking back, I realized that my struggles with anxiety were some of the most difficult times in my life. But they also taught me the importance of vulnerability, of seeking help, and of being honest about my emotions. These are lessons that I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. In conclusion, managing anxiety is not about being weak or strong. It's about being human. It's about acknowledging that we're not alone, and that seeking help is a sign of strength. Remember, taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. If you've struggled with anxiety, I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Share your tips, share your stories, and let's support each other on this journey towards better mental health. And if you haven't already, be sure to check out my other videos on mental health topics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.